If I told you that just 30 minutes a day could change your life, would you believe me? Maybe you think it sounds too simple, too small, too easy, but that's the secret. Transformation doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from small, consistent steps, the ones most people ignore. Every day you wake up with a choice. You can go through the day the same way you did yesterday, or you can use just 30 minutes to sharpen the skill that will shape your future. Think about it. What if you practice public speaking for 30 minutes a day? What if you learned graphic design, video editing, coding, writing, fitness, discipline just 30 minutes, not 3 hours, not a full day? Just enough to grow, but not enough to overwhelm you. People underestimate the power of small effort repeated daily. They think progress only happens in big dramatic moments, but real change, the kind that shifts your entire identity, comes from showing up even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. You might think, my life is too busy, but you're not too busy, you're distracted, and distractions steal the future you were meant to build. 30 minutes, that's less time than scrolling social media, less time than watching random YouTube videos, less time than complaining about life. You don't need motivation every day, you don't need the perfect plan. You just need to start, because the moment you begin, the moment you pick up that skill and work on it, even for a few minutes, something inside you changes. You start seeing yourself as someone who takes action, someone who grows, someone who is becoming better, stronger, sharper. And here's the truth, at first it won't feel like you're improving. You'll feel slow, you'll feel frustrated, you'll feel like nothing is changing. But that's exactly how every journey begins. You don't see results in the first week. You barely notice progress in the first month. But 6 months later, 1 year later, you'll look back and realize you're unrecognizable. People will call you talented. They'll say you're gifted. They'll say you're lucky. But you'll know the truth. You built this version of yourself. 30 minutes at a time. Imagine a skill you've always wanted. Imagine how different your life would be if you mastered it. Imagine the confidence, the opportunities, the control. Now realize that future is only 30 minutes away every single day. Consistency beats intensity. Commitment beats motivation. Daily practice beats once in a while effort. This is how winners are made. You want to improve your life. Start with one skill, one commitment, one daily promise to yourself. Because every time you practice, you're not just building a skill, you're building you, a stronger you, a smarter you, a disciplined you, a version of you that refuses to settle for average. And here's the part most people don't realize. The hardest step is not practicing for 30 minutes. The hardest step is starting. Once you start, momentum will carry you. Once you start, discipline grows naturally. Once you start, excuses die. So today, make a decision, a small decision with a massive impact for the next 30 days. For the next 3 months, for the next year. Practice one skill for 30 minutes daily, not because someone expects you to, not because you want quick results, but because you owe it to the future version of yourself, the one who is waiting for you to commit. This is your moment, your turning point, your chance to build a life you're proud of 30 minutes at a time. Now do one thing for yourself right after this video. Don't wait, pick that one skill, set a 30-minute timer and start, not tomorrow, not someday, today, because your future self is waiting and they're ready for you to finally show up, modify yourself, and become unstoppable.